Hi guys, and welcome to week 3. So this is a Monday, and I think this is quite an important thing to get right, in that sometimes you can really feel like you just can't be bothered, and you need to push yourself, and you should, and you're always glad and grateful for having done that afterwards. But sometimes you've got to listen to your body and think, is it because I'm poorly? Now today I had planned to go to the gym at lunchtime and even got changed, but I just felt so tired and lacking of energy, and just generally exhausted, so decided not to, and then kind of felt quite bad about myself for having done that rather than just powering through. But actually, as the day's gone on, I think perhaps for one reason or another I'm not very well, and had I done that, then I'd have made myself probably feel even worse. And what I really want to make sure that I get done is the training session at Soft Mix tomorrow night. That's really important that I get those in. So I've decided to take today off, although like I say, I'm not very happy about doing that, but hopefully I'll be grateful for that decision tomorrow. Particularly frustrating considering I was really feeling like this week was going to be a good week because I've got a bit more time. But anyway, there we go. So hopefully tomorrow is a more positive story. Hey guys, well, it's Tuesday night, so obviously, as you know by now, I haven't done the training session. Just not felt great. Don't know whether it's like a bit of cold or something like that, but you know when you feel like your body isn't in the best shape to be being pushed by somebody else when you know your own limits, and actually sometimes it's really helpful to have somebody to push you when you're trying to get past that mental barrier, and you're grateful that you have been pushed and that it does do you good. But other times, if you know yourself that your body's not going to benefit from being pushed, and it may end up just making you feel worse or ill for longer, then it's best to make that decision not to do it. But by doing that and missing that, and then in effect not having done any real training for 3 or 4 days, and then just felt really annoyed at myself for not just pushing and doing it anyway. So then I've had a bad day, particularly evening of nutrition, double whammied, feeling really bad about the day and the fact that I should have just pushed myself, because then I wouldn't have done all of that as well. Very much an all or nothing mentality, feeling like I've ruined it. It's always harder to get back out of that and start a new day and do some training, because I'm very much a things start on a Monday person, and if I don't keep in a routine or even start that routine, I give up. So I guess we'll just see what the morning brings, see how I feel. Hopefully, if I can just get something done tomorrow, it'll get me back on track. But I know for a fact that if I just keep missing because I feel dejected or because I've ruined things or whatever it is, that what more do you need to inspire and motivate you than that? Love it. Who cares that it's 10 to 10, eh? I'm sure the neighbours love us. Okay, let's see what we can do tomorrow, guys. One step, one punch, one round at a time.
You know what you gotta do. Do it. This guy will knock you on your ass. Come on, Rock, it's not a game. You want to live in the hospital for 5 weeks this time? You thought I was tough? This jump will kill you. Nothing is real if you don't believe in who you are. don't believe in myself no more, don't you understand?
So what we'll be calling on is good old-fashioned blunt force trauma, horsepower, heavy-duty cast iron, pile-driving punches that will have to hurt so much they'll rattle his ancestors. Every time you hit him with his shot, it's gotta feel like he tried kissing the express train. Yeah, let's start building some hurting bombs.
You stop being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Yeah, so it turned out I was definitely ill. You can always tell when I'm actually genuinely ill. Not that I'm ever not genuinely ill, but like ill enough to not be doing things that I could ordinarily push myself to do. Is because I had the day off work yesterday. And I fell asleep last night on the sofa. And that's always really dangerous, isn't it? Because that's one of those things that can quite easily happen when you're tired. Excuse me. See, but usually if I fall asleep on the sofa for an hour, there's no way I'm going back to sleep until like 3 or 4 in the morning. Straight back to sleep. I slept all night. I could carry on sleeping now, and I'm yawning. So, as it stands, it's Thursday. There is another training session tonight at Soft Mix, and I do feel a little bit better in myself than yesterday, but we're not at training health level. So, at some point today, whether it's lunchtime or this evening, I really need to push myself to at least get some movement and go for a walk. I'd like to go back to sleep right now. But here we go. Not a great video for watching training and things like that. I apologise. But it's the truth.
Thank you, Jackie. Can Benfica overhaul this 2-goal deficit then? They need to if they're to stay in contention for the final day tomorrow.
I can smash the that out. I'm not mad about it whatsoever. Okay, and the treat is what the lizard will taste like. Like, is it going to be blueberry? I don't know. This is good.
This is the most boring boxing training week 4 video ever. However, if you've got this far, then I appreciate you having watched this far, seeing as so far there is no fitness, there is no training, but it does turn out, I think it's already become fairly clear throughout the week that I am suffering from, yeah, you guessed it, man flu. It is as bad as they say. I have fallen asleep at ridiculous times on the sofa. But the hardest thing that I am finding is getting rid of the feeling that the 3 weeks training that I've done already are being completely lost, and it's going to feel like I'm going back to square one when I do get started back again. And I kept thinking, I'm just going to get some movement in, just going to do a walk, and then fall asleep. So I don't hold any hope out that I'm going to be able to do anything tomorrow, because today was just about getting through a day of work, not falling asleep at work. I'm doing some good work, but now I feel terrible. Tomorrow is the last day, and then we've got a week off, and I really need to be able to make the most of that week, getting that fitness back, getting back on nutrition. I've eaten so much these last 2 or 3 days. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain decides it doesn't care, that it's ruining the 3 weeks of good nutrition that it's had, but there we go. So let's see what boring sniffles come tomorrow. Hey guys, it's not a cooking program, I promise. This is now Saturday and I still haven't managed to do any training or working out and things like that, because I seem to have spent quite a long time not feeling great this week. Tend to feel worse in the morning, and then feel a little bit better as the day goes on, but this has made me feel ill for quite a lot longer than I normally would. So I just wanted to talk about a couple of bits to do with my nutrition. You can probably see a few things over here. The shops do all these wonderful things now, particularly for people who are trying to get a high protein content meal without too many calories in it. And they create all these things, obviously, like here you've got your protein beef ragu. There's 31 grams of protein in that meal. I've got another one here, salt and pepper chicken, nice. Naked burrito with smoky barbecue chicken. Another thing that they do, which I've already kind of eaten into, is these protein pancakes, as you can see, which are great. You just pop them in the microwave and put some Manuka honey on. But seeing as I've been struggling to get better quickly enough, and I've had to even cancel playing a gig this afternoon because of it. So there's only one thing for it, and that is it's time now to make honey and ginger with hot water, full of vitamin C, and will hopefully make me feel better quicker, because next week for me is technically a week off. That's not normally what I do with the lemon. I'm just slicing it because I'm multitasking and talking. That was dumb. Anyway, so yeah, normally, now I'm going to make it fly everywhere, I would just squeeze the lemon into the cup, which is actually so much easier if you do it just by actually squeezing the whole lemon, like so. Yeah, so next week, with it being a week off, I was really hoping to be able to get no pips. I was really hoping to up the training, but having not done any this week, it's going to feel like I'm not upping it, I'm just kind of restarting it again, which is a little bit disappointing, but just one of those things, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, so I chop all the skin off the ginger, if that's what you call it. Do you call it skin? I've no idea. Anyway, so chop all that off, chop it into a couple of chunks, and then this is obviously going to go into the drink. And I boiled the kettle a little earlier just so that the sound didn't annoy the video. I can smell it from here. That's really, really strong. I think I may have put a little bit too much lemon in there. And then, of course, the final ingredient that goes in, I swear by it, basically just because they make me pay more money for it, which makes me feel like it must be good, but I don't know, maybe that's just good marketing techniques. And I'm going to put a spoonful of Manuka honey in there, because without any honey or anything like that in there, it does actually taste pretty disgusting. So yeah, I'm going to sit and have my lemon, ginger and honey, and hopefully that's going to start kicking my immune system into gear. I keep feeling that little bit better, and I think, right, maybe I'll go for a walk, or maybe I'll just go and do a jog. And then I get to put my shoes on and just think, no man, it's not happening today. Anyway, the one thing that I'd been thinking about actually with all these meals, and typically I pick the one up that's actually got, well, barely vegetables in, is that because I do quite often eat the protein pancakes, the protein meals for lunch and dinner, and sometimes protein snacks, although I'm getting an awful lot of protein and plenty of carbs, I'm not actually getting that many vegetables. So I'm not quite sure. Henry, thank you. I'm not quite sure how many vegetables I'm actually getting into my diet. I'm cooking plenty for my son, but Henry, but then obviously making these meals for myself. So I think this weekend, after I've drunk this gorgeous concoction, is to get some more vegetables into my diet. Henry, I'm trying to make a video. Okay? Can you just be quiet for a minute, Henry? It's like literally as soon as I turn back round and I'm not looking at him. Anyway, see you soon. See you soon? Who's going to see you soon? I don't even know what I'm doing with my hands. I'm just making... This feels like an exerted... Never mind. This has felt like quite an effort, and I feel like I've knackered myself and I want to go and have a sit down now. Anyway. Hey guys, so it's Sunday now, and I thought due to the inactivity and feeling a little bit better today, but not 100%, just going for a bit of a walk, stretch my legs and enjoy a bit of sunshine, and hopefully start building back into doing some working out tomorrow. So thanks for watching this very inactive vlog for the week. If you feel like supporting me, do click the QR code. Do click on the QR code or view it with your camera or whatever fancy things we do these days, and I'd be grateful for anything that you were able to share. Okay, see you next week guys.